everybody.
Good evening.
It's Tasty Tuesday with Claire and Dave.
We're back from our nice week vacation up camping at Lake Petenwell, and so tonight we're going to do what, Claire?
We are going to go back to my roots. So when I was growing up, I grew up in Washington State, and Dave and I went back out there for, I think it was about 12 years ago. Could it be? Mm-hmm. And we had this amazing, amazing salad at one of the national parks. And so I got a cookbook. And so last night I was thinking, what should we do? So I thought, I'm going to make that salad for you, recreate it. And I'm excited to bring it to you with blueberries and cherries and tomatoes and all sorts of good fruits, and then some unexpected tastes in the dressing. What are you doing?
I'm going to make a fruity drink too. It's a blueberry pomegranate slushy.
Ooh, sounds yummy. So we're going to get started, and we have some spring salad. I did put it in the cool and serve, had the inserts in the freezer, and so this will keep it really nice and cool. We'll be eating this for supper tonight, but I will tell you that plated, this is so pretty. You could also, put it into a nice bowl, but it is just such a pretty, pretty salad. So until I had this salad with all this fruit on it, I had never really thought about putting fruit on salads. And it is one of the favorite things that my team loves when they come to eat here are the salads. So I'm going to cut up a couple things, and so first we're going to start with our cherry tomatoes, and we're going to cut these in half. So I'm just putting them in the frozen cut, and we've got those all cut in half. So I'm going to put these off to the side so they are ready. We do have some blackberries. Now there weren't any fresh, so we did get some frozen ones, and so they're not as firm, but they are still pretty good. Blueberries. I remember as a kid going to the blueberry farm, and we would strap these coffee cans, the metal coffee cans, and they had a hook, and we would put them on a belt, and we would pick berries, hundreds of pounds of berries for our family of 9. My grandma lived with us, so it was 10 of us. So we do have some blueberries. And then, of course, cherries. These are all things that are so good from that part of the country. So we are going to use the cherry pitter. You can use the smaller one insert for your olives, but you can also do the cherries. So we just put them in like so, and then we just press down, and then I'll hand this over to Dave. And you just want to give it a press, and it takes the pit right out, and all the pits go into the base. So I'm going to have you finish those up. We're going to take some cucumbers, and I have them in our quick slice. Put this down, and I'm just going to cut down. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to go down once. And then we're going to go down again. And I want to do it this way. So we have these nice little sticks. So just like that. And these will look so pretty on there. It is nice and good and healthy, Mary Jo. You are right. That's how we roll around here, right? No. I am going to put them one time this way. And this was an English cucumber, so there's a limited seeds in there. All right, calls for bacon, and with this I could have cooked up some bacon, but I went ahead, and I love the bacon in a bag from Costco, and it is a big bag, lasts a long time. We actually will cook these up, and which means put them in the microwave for about 15 seconds, and it brings the oil to the top so they seem really nice and fresh. And we'll use these on our BLTs. It makes it super simple. We want to take 2 different kinds of apples. Do you know what kind of apple this is?
That is a Honeycrisp apple.
A Honeycrisp. Now my favorite are the yellow delicious, not necessarily for salad, but we're gonna just take our core, and I love this new core, super easy to use. And then we also have a Granny Smith because we wanna have a sweet, but we also wanna have a little bit of tang. And you're gonna get that when you use the Granny Smith apple. I'm gonna cut these in half because Dave and I probably don't need 2 whole apples for this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this, our mandolin on the julienne, and this is what I shared with you before, but our grandkids love, and that is putting your apples in here and getting like these sticks. So they're on a julienne cut. Bring this over so you can see. And then what you want to do is you would, if I wasn't going to serve this right away, I would go ahead and put this into some 7-Up or some water with lemon juice, and it will keep them nice and fresh looking and not turn brown. But we're going to be eating as soon as we're done here. Are you excited about this salad? Because I am.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
I'm super excited.
I could just tell. I could just tell. All right. So the other thing that I went ahead and did was I made some candied pecans. So with this, you can do all sorts of things. One of the recipe calls for putting some orange juice on them and brown sugar. I just went ahead and we put some honey on it and some sugar and salt. And it was just in the oven for about 10 minutes. So these are gonna, they're cooled off. These will go on the very top. So I'm gonna pass this over to Dave. I might need one of those drinks. I think I'm gonna choke here. And I will get everything lined up for our dressing. This is so easy, but it's so delicious. You know when you go to a house and somebody has such a good tasting salad and you talk about it for a long time? It's gonna be this one. So I'm going to pass it over to Dave.
Pass it over to Dave.
Am I good?
No. Well, you are, but that's okay. Okay, we're going to make a blended drink tonight. It's a blueberry pomegranate gin slushy. So I've got my ice here. I'm going to use our blender. So I'm going to pour the ice into the blender. And this particular drink, I'm going to add a cup of pomegranate juice, a cup of fresh blueberries, and I'm also going to add 1.5 shots of gin times 2 because I'm making 2 drinks. So 1.5 shots once. You like gin, Claire? Do you even know if you like gin or not?
I don't know. I don't know.
I used to do gin gimlets all the time, and I know there's somebody else that I know and love that loves a gin gimlet now and then. Not to mention any names, Linda Reason. And then to that, I'm also going to add a couple of teaspoons of agave syrup. You can use agave, you can use honey if you'd like. Yeah, that's probably more than that. But. Okay, now I'm going to make a little noise. Apologize for that, but that's just the way you blend, I guess. Okay, you ready, Claire?
Ready?
All right. Custom blend. Go. Do this for about 30 seconds just to get it up to speed, get everything mixed nicely. Then we have ourselves a lovely, well, there's quite a few helpings in here, Claire. Blueberry, pomegranate, gin, slushy. Looks like we'll have a couple of these to drink yet tonight, Claire. that okay with you?
Sounds delicious.
And I'm gonna garnish it with a little string of blueberries, which are probably gonna sink right down to the bottom. So I'm just gonna stick them on the edge there. And there we go. Blueberry pomegranate gin slushy.
Alrighty, so we're gonna get this dressing going. So we're gonna add some more blackberries. Just gonna put those into the blender. And, oh, you're getting some hearts or thumbs up, Dave, so they must love it.
Thumbs up.
We're gonna add some cherry balsamic vinegar. So I'm just gonna put in a tablespoon. It calls for 2 tablespoons, but this is pretty powerful stuff. I really love to put this on top of when I'm doing tomatoes and fresh mozzarella and some basil. We're gonna put some salt and pepper in here. And then we're gonna add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey. I know I should measure this out, but I'm just gonna wing it here.
When have you ever measured anything out, Claire?
I don't know. And then of course we want some olive oil, and we're just gonna put in the rest of our olive oil because that's all we have. But it is about half a cup. A little short on that. We're gonna take some orange zest. So I'm just gonna put them on here on our zester. Someone, Beth, asked about the zester and which one I really like, and so it depends really on your counter space or your cabinet space. So we do have a small zester, and we have the citrus press. Tonight we're going to use this one, the juicer, and I'm going to go ahead and cut my orange in half, and we just want a couple tablespoons of orange juice. Put that, but this comes as a set. And this looks about right. So you're getting all these nice, see Mary Jo, all these nice, fresh, wonderful tastes, unexpected flavors. We'll put that in here. And we're gonna put a pear in. I'm probably not expecting that whatsoever. But the pear is going to add some creaminess in here, but also that fresh taste. And I don't know if you've been out to Washington State, but it really is known for all of its wonderful fruits, the cherries, blueberries, all of those wonderful fresh tastes. And then of course the seafood. I really miss it a lot. Okay, we're also going to put in about a teaspoon of some Dijon mustard. So put that in. And the last thing we're going to put in is some basil. Now I want to show you this trick. You know, we've been growing basil, which has been doing phenomenal. And we've been taking it camping with us. So just putting it into a jar. And what we discovered is if you just shake it, it does take off all of that dirt. Because when you go out, even when you are doing your own herbs, they have bugs, they have dirt, all those things. So just going ahead and doing that will take quite a bit of that dirt off. So I'm just putting a little bit in because it is quite powerful. So let's see, we've got, I think we have everything in here. So I'm going to pass this over to Dave. Are you eating blueberries?
No. Maybe. What am I doing with this?
Okay, we're going to put the lid on and we're going to pulse it up to, so it finishes up. So the cheese that's going to get used tonight is feta cheese. Dave and I are not huge feta fans. We're more like Munsters and the mild cheeses. But we are going to put that on. And I went ahead and took those cherries that Dave had pitted, and I just put them in the manual food processor and broke them up. Now, if you want to use dry cherries or craisins, you can go ahead and do that. But since we have these They're so good when they're fresh. So Dave's gonna pulse with the dressing, and I'm gonna put the salad together.
It's supposed to be on.
Whoops.
Pulse.
Okay. And you can even put it on the one that goes up to 9, like you did your drinks. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so I have our salad, our lettuce, and I put the blueberries on here. And for me, that just looks so pretty. We're gonna take our bacon, and I'm just gonna sprinkle that over the top. Kind of guessing the amount here. We're gonna take our apples. I'm mixing them together because, as you remember, we have the 2 different kinds. So imagine Dave and I on Lake Crescent, sitting in a cute little restaurant overlooking this beautiful lake with the mist, with the mountains in the background. So pretty. Not that I remember.
I think it was raining.
It was so pretty. Okay, we're gonna put our cherries in here. And that cherry pitter, I'll tell you, is so easy and so clean and easy. It's a great addition to our line, especially when you find it so you can use it. Okay, and we're gonna take those cucumbers, and those are gonna go over the top. So how do you feel about having all this fruit on a salad? Put that in the chat, because a lot of people are not used to that. Hey Beth, Barb, good to see you guys. Okay, I'm gonna sprinkle our blackberries on top. And I think I put just a little bit more of the bacon on because I'm not putting chicken in. If you want to make it even more hearty, you could do that. I'm going to take our tomatoes. We'll probably put them on half. I don't know why. And then we're going to take our candied pecans and put those over the top. So really you should go ahead and just put the honey on and bake it and then add the others. But some people don't read directions. So, but these are going to be fine. They're setting up as they cool. And then, do you want cheese on yours?
Sure.
Okay, we'll just put a little. How's that? Doesn't that look pretty? Alrighty, and then our dressing. So many flavors. I can just smell them. So let's see if we need any more honey. I can't even describe to you the flavor
You want a towel because your hands are all wet.
because it's so many different flavors going on. So we're just going to put this on when we get it onto our plates. But I'll just do a corner here. So a little colorful and so delicious. You can really taste the orange and the orange zest. It's really coming through. So there you go. And there is our salad from Washington State. I hope you enjoyed this. Is anybody going to try this? Dave, she does love her, whoops, oh, her gimlet. Yes. Yes,
I know.
Yes, she does. So, all right. So there you go. That's what we have for you tonight.
Been on there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's like the side of your face.
So, thanks for joining us tonight. I will post this. Oh, can't wait to dig in. This is a pretty big salad for us. So if you're in the area, drop on by. We'll give you a mouthful or 3.
All right. Well, I hope you have a great week. And until next week, see ya.
See you.
Bye.
Thanks. Take care.